A man with a lengthy history of DUI arrests was killed this morning after hitting two cars with his pickup head-on. We'll have more on three other people who were injured. Today, his son is remembering his father who was killed in a mysterious hit-and-run 6 years ago. What he's doing today in Rowan County ahead. Kentucky State Police honoring more than 24 of their fallen colleagues. Will take you to the ceremony.
This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Sam, Dick, and Amber Philpott reporting. A violent crash killed one man and injured three other people.
Turns out the man who police say caused that crash wasn't even supposed to be driving. His truck hit two cars head-on along Highway 70 west of Liberty. WKYT's Phil Pendleton has more on the investigation in Casey County. It's our top story at 4:30.
The crash happened about 9 o'clock last night, about 6 miles from Liberty on Kentucky Highway 70. I'm told that a man had crossed the center line and his truck crashed into two other vehicles, sent a total of 3 people to the hospital. Now, police say the man behind the wheel of the truck was 62-year-old David Bryant. He was killed. Police suspect alcohol was a factor. His truck crossed the center line and hit a car driven by 19-year-old Madison Dobson, who was sent to a local hospital, and another car in which a family of 3 from Washington State were in. I'm told that 36-year-old Jeremiah Cooper and his wife Stephanie were airlifted to UK. Their 4-year-old child was not hurt. Court records reveal that David Bryant was arrested on a DUI in October and lost both his license and his license plate, the result of a third DUI offense.
You know, I could have been walking down this road when an accident happened. It could have hit me, or he could have swung over and hit me, either one. You know, I'm very against drinking and driving. I mean, I've quit drinking for 3.5 years now, and I've not had a drink.
I'm told that Madison Dobson's injuries were not serious. She may have, in fact, been treated and released from a local hospital. The Cooper's injuries were serious. We're going to have a lot more on this coming up at 6 o'clock, including more on David Bryant's past, including what we've been able to find out from the Casey County Courthouse. In Casey County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Court records show that during Bryant's arrest in October, police said that he was too intoxicated to perform a field sobriety test.
The son of a man killed 6 years ago in a crash on Interstate 64 near Moorhead still has not lost hope of finding some answers. Robert Lee Luther died after investigators said he was hit by a tractor trailer that never stopped. It happened May 26, 2010. And now, 6 years later, his son Ryan Luther from Ohio is passing out flyers and setting up memorials by the highway. He said he has hopes that his efforts will bring some new information and closure. You'll hear from Luther ahead on WKYT News at 5:30.
Kentucky State Police troopers honored their own killed in the line of duty today in Frankfort. The memorial service was held at KSP's training center. The names of 3 troopers were added to the Fallen Trooper Memorial. Justice Secretary John Tilley and Governor Bevin joined the State Police Commissioner, honoring those who paid the ultimate sacrifice. They also thanked the families for their sacrifices.
Men and women who are willing to put on a uniform, to take calls at 2 in the morning while others are asleep, and every other hour of the day, are cut from special cloth. And so we thank those who have given that service, who are giving that service even now.
All 30 members of KSP who have died in the line of duty since the agency was formed were honored at today's service. We'll take you to Frankfort coming up on WKYT News at 5:30. Some strong storms are moving into the region with a lot of heavy rainfall with it.
Well, let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. Chris, sounds like the situation's changing pretty quick.
Yeah, we're getting these storms right on top of central Kentucky as well. Guys, we started out our day into the Lexington Metro with heavy rain, some booming thunder, a lot of lightning out there. We are ending the day for the trip back home with a lot of showers and thunderstorms rolling on back into town. Here is that line that is starting to weaken a little bit, and the farther east that it gets, it will weaken. This is not severe. I'm not looking at anything on this map that has me concerned for severe weather. It's just noisy, and we're going to get in on a ton of rain over the next couple of hours. From Cynthiana through Georgetown and getting right on into the downtown Lexington area now, we're starting to see the showers and thunderstorms that are pressing on into town. We go on the north side of Lexington, Masterson Station over towards Citation, Old Paris getting in on some of the heavy rains as well. Now we look toward Lafayette, Commonwealth Stadium, downtown Lexington, a little farther to the south. we are dry for a matter of a few minutes if you're out shopping around the Fayette Mall area. But look at that live sky cam from here on Winchester Road. We're looking out across the western skyline. We're going to pan this camera shot around because you know what? This is a photogenic little storm. Nothing that is severe, and it is going to give you the impression from time to time that it has a funnel cloud. These are scud clouds that you're seeing. Nothing to get concerned about. And there you see Hamburg Pavilion kind of getting ready to get swallowed up by the heavy rain coming on into town. That extends toward the west into Woodford County, southwest toward Danville, Boyle County. Thunder really rumbling across parts of Adair County, heading into Liberty, Casey County, Russell Springs, and the Lake Cumberland area. And we still have some rains to go through over the next few hours coming in behind that initial surge. Guys, early today we picked up 1.17 inches of rain here at the station on the east side of Lexington. I could see us getting an additional half to 1 inch over the next hour and change. So we'll watch for at least some small stream and some street flooding.
Chris, thank you. The police are searching for the thief in an overnight robbery at a Lexington motel. It happened just before 4 a.m. when an armed man robbed the Motel 6 on Elkhorn Road. Police say the robber stole money from the motel clerk before taking off on foot. K-9 units tracked the man briefly but lost the scent near the Quality Inn. Police say the robber was last seen wearing a dark hoodie with a bandana over his face. A Lexington motel was left damaged after a truck ran into it late last night. It happened just after 10 o'clock at the Super 8 on Buena Vista Road in Hamburg. Lexington police say a truck crashed into the motel's front entrance awning, taking out one of the pillars. Fortunately, no one was injured. Despite the damage, police say the motel did stay open. People flying out of town for the Memorial Day weekend to come can expect long lines at airports nationwide.
Today, Congress called in airport and airline executives to get their solutions to the frustrating problem. Mark Albert has the story.
Airline and airport executives testified before Congress Thursday about the impact long lines at TSA checkpoints is having on their business. Carrie Filipovich with American Airlines says customers are fed up.
Year to date, more than 70,000 American Airlines customers have missed flights due to excessive wait times.
A new poll shows more than 20% of those surveyed are changing or canceling their summer travel plans because of the delays. But not everyone we talked with worried about the long lines.
Speeding things up becomes a major issue, and our safety is a little more important.
TSA officials say the biggest problem is they need to hire and train more screeners, meaning long lines at some airports could last throughout the summer. Nearly 450 million passengers have been screened this year. That's up 57 million or 12% over last year. And the TSA is doing it with 5,800 fewer screeners than in 2011. But Congressman Buddy Carter says outsourcing would solve the problem.
I'm convinced that the private industry can do this just as well with oversight with TSA and save money and improve customer service.
22 airports across the nation have privatized the screening process, including San Francisco International Airport. Mark Albert for CBS News, Arlington, Virginia.
Some airlines are pitching in to help free up TSA screeners. American has contributed $4 million and Delta has chipped in $5 more to hire people to do non-security related work at checkpoints, such as pointing people in the right direction and moving around those bins used in x-ray machines.
45 children advanced to the final rounds of the Scripps National Spelling Bee in Maryland today. This comes after a day of tongue twisters stumped most of the nearly 300 spellers, including 13-year-old Tirza Shanding from Lexington. Shanding made it past the preliminary rounds, but fell short of today's finals. Spelling Bee winners received prizes, a trophy, and $40,000 while appearing in a primetime ESPN broadcast.
Fayette County schools will celebrate several graduations over the next 2 days. The first graduation ceremony began at 4 this afternoon for Bryan Station High School. Graduation for Henry Clay will follow at 7 tonight. Both will take place at Rupp Arena. And beginning at 1 tomorrow, seniors from Lafayette High School will graduate. The ceremonies continue at 4 with Dunbar, and the final graduation will be held for Tate's Creek at 7 o'clock. Those will also be at Rupp Arena.
A tornado leaving a trail of destruction across Kansas. We'll show you the damage coming up after weather and Chris.
Get the credit approval you deserve at the all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Nicholasville. If you have a job and $199, you can be approved today. during the Drive and Discover event 2016. Jeep Cherokee's $199 a month. Visit BigMSuperstore.com.
I roll my eyes like a lizard. A monkey would envy my tail. My wings want to fly but swim instead. I'm a fish with a horse's head. You can see me in all my glory. Touch me and learn my story. In a world of wonder you'll explore. I'm a seahorse and so much more.
Discover the zany world of seahorses at the most interactive seahorse exhibit in the country. Visit the brand new Seahorses Unbridled Fun and see, touch, explore together at Newport Aquarium.
I'm a seahorse and so much more.
All summer long, your road to refreshment leads to Speedway. And now that Speedway's grown throughout the Midwest, Northeast, and Southeast, nobody has a handle on your summer fun better than Speedway. From the sunny shores of Florida to New York City, from the Carolinas to the New England coast, your road to refreshment leads to Speedway. And with your Speedway app, there's always a Speedway nearby and a chance to win prizes with every visit on your trip.
We're on your way to convenience stores of Speedway.
Now, a 32-ounce Speedy Freezer fountain drink, just 89 cents.
This is how precision listens. Bose microphones that hear engine noise, then counter it with the sound-canceling frequency, which helps make the cabin so quiet, you don't miss a thing.
Night, Dad.
Good night, kiddo. It's called active noise cancellation, and it's available in the new, meticulously crafted 2016 Sierra from GMC. This is the precision of professional grade.
Now get nearly $9,000 below MSRP on select 2016 Sierra 1500 models in stock. Visit your Bluegrass GMC dealer today.
What we do is not about sickness. It's about living. All of life's moments, big and small. Each triumph and challenge. Because you were made to live and live well. And we're here to make sure you do. Let us show you how care is supposed to be. Lexington Clinic. Your doctors for life.
Save thousands at the all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Nicholasville, where you get 25% off MSRP on all the remaining new 2015s in stock. That's up to $14,000 off MSRP. Make the short drive to Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
It is a tropical day out there across the area. We started out things with some thunderstorms, booming storms, heavy rains this morning, Lexington area and southeast. All of a sudden, the sun started to come out, but you could feel it in the air, couldn't you? You knew it was going to storm again. You can look at a temperature map right now and pick out where it is storming. West side of Lexington down to 67 degrees. Here at the station on the east side of town, our thermometer behind me is showing 75 degrees. 81 Frankfort. Here's that rain-cooled air that is slowly kind of overtaking our thunderstorm complex as it rolls its way toward sections of central Kentucky. So it's a weakening trend that is showing up right now. This is not a severe weather maker at all. It is noisy, and it's putting down some very heavy rains that can at least cause some minor stream and or street flooding for areas that get under the heaviest rains. Let's track it across Bourbon County. Paris, give it all of about 5 minutes, and it's going to be raining here into the downtown area. Thunder and lightning continues back into Georgetown. Downtown Lexington coming down now. This storm is zipping through here fairly quickly. Kentucky Horse Park into the east side of town. Folks around Masterson Station with a lot of heavy rain. Up close and personal now from Rupp to Commonwealth Stadium, Henry Clay High School, folks along the Liberty Road area, over toward Hamburg Pavilion, with some rain getting very, very close to Hamburg, Jacobson Park, right on top of Tates Creek, Fayette Mall. Boy, shoppers out there running for cover right now as they head to their cars. Check out this absolutely gorgeous sky cam, though. Here is this line of thunderstorms, leading edge of that with that turbulent air really showing up well, and as soon as that passes over top of us, that's when the skies are going to begin to open up. And guess what? Here at the station, that's about to happen in 2 minutes from now. A little farther to the southwest, Defender Radar Network with some heavy rains from Nicholasville toward Danville where the thunder rolls in the distance. Now we start to pick up on the heavier rains and more in the way of lightning from Casey County toward Russell Springs. You got some friends, family down on Lake Cumberland getting an early start to that big holiday weekend on the lake. Give them a call, give them a heads up or a text, say, hey, got some thunder and lightning that is really now beginning to boom. Got a little cell trying to pop here on top of Monticello into Wayne County. Broaden out the view a little bit, put everything into motion, and you can see how we're probably setting ourselves up for some flash flooding here along the Kentucky-Tennessee border counties to the northwest of the Nashville area. And we'll keep an eye on southern Kentucky London, Corbin, Somerset down to Williamsburg, and see if we can get those storms to kind of train over the same areas. I start to see a back edge of a line like that becoming parallel, and we could be talking about at least some heavier downpours. That hour-by-hour forecast does indeed show how that initial line weakens out, and we could be left with some rain or some thunder and lightning over the next couple of hours. The forecast, though, for the next week, that takes us through tomorrow, through your Memorial Day holiday weekend, and likely into at least the first day or two of June, shows very little change. Severe weather in the Plain States. It's steamy across the Bluegrass State with a threat for some thunderstorms. Though, I'll tell you, just beyond this 7-day forecast, as we go into the first weekend of June, into the first full week of June, I see the cooler weather trying to come back at us. So another false start to summer. That's what we're experiencing out there right now. And that same forecast, guys, over the next week.
Just how cool are we talking?
We could be below normal again in the first weekend of June into that first full week of June.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Keeps the heat away. This is not a hot pattern. I know it's steamy right now, but I'm looking down the road for the month of June. I can't find a lot of true summer heat. So, a lot of rain, though.
Keep looking.
I wish I could not find the rain, but I keep seeing a lot of it.
Okay. Thanks, Chris.
Well, another round of severe weather threatens the nation's midsection today after tornadoes raced across the southern plains yesterday, killing at least one person.
Dozens of homes are damaged or destroyed. Omar Villafranca is in Abilene, Kansas with more.
Rumbling out of control. A second round of massive tornadoes slashed its way through northern Kansas Wednesday.
Large tornado!
At least one twister was spotted in Abilene. It made its way across Interstate 70, forcing cars and trucks to turn around. Storms destroyed at least one home near there.
That's a barn sitting in the road, folks.
Up to 25 others suffered significant damage in Dickinson County last night.
Yeah, it's definitely going northeast.
There were tornado sightings near Solomon. Just east from there, a twister around a half-mile wide barely missed the city of Chapman.
Oh, I think that was somebody's house.
More than a dozen tornadoes were spotted in the southern plains. The violent weather has already left its mark. An EF3 tornado struck western Kansas Tuesday.
Pieces of the house are flying apart.
Is that where it tore?
Yep.
Kathy Hamilton and her family hid inside a storm shelter as a tornado leveled their home.
It's gone. Everything's gone. All we heard was loud noise and the door blew open. Stuff was flying everywhere.
Miraculously, there were no reports of any major injuries in this area, but residents are not in the clear just yet. There are more storms in the forecast. Omar Villafranca, CBS News, Abilene, Kansas.
Jumping into summer on this last day of school in Fayette County, I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about celebrating today.
This summer,
No running in the Capitol, man? No fast walking either?
politics as usual takes an extraordinary twist.
Something happened to my husband, and I need your help finding out what.
If I were you, I'd run.
From the creators of The Good Wife.
This is constituent care, not Nancy Drew.
You're outnumbered. By who? By the people you are outnumbered by.
Brain Dead premieres Monday, June 13th.
God, I hate politics.
Hi, Shane Huffman with Neil Huffman Honda in Frankfort, where today you can lease a brand new 2016 Honda CR-V for just $259 a month. Plus, we're going to back all our deals with our 110% price protection guarantee. That's Neil Huffman Honda in Frankfort. Huffman has it.
During Sleep Outfitters Memorial Day sale, we give you 3 great reasons to take home a Tempur-Pedic. 1. Find Tempur-Pedic queen sets on a Tempur-Up adjustable base for just $34 a month. 2. Receive a Visa prepaid gift card worth up to $400 with your select Tempur adjustable purchase. 3. Get up to 6 years no-interest financing on many Tempur-Pedic sets. It's 3 great reasons to buy Tempur-Pedic during the Memorial Day sale at Sleep Outfitters.
One of the toughest decisions a family has to make is to place a loved one in a nursing home. When you make that decision, you pay for and should expect professional, loving care. Garcia, Artiglaire, and Medby is devoted to protecting the rights of the elderly. If your loved one has been the victim of falls, broken bones, bed sores, dehydration, infection, or malnutrition, or if you suspect nursing home neglect or abuse of your loved one, call Garcia, Artiglaire, and Medby today at 1-844-738-6786. We'd like to help.
Our Move Some Metal in May sale is back at Adams Buick GMC Truck in Richmond. Now get 15% off MSRP on select new Sierras. Get a new GMC Terrain for $24,250. A new Canyon Crew Cab just $34,745. Save $7,500 on a new GMC Acadia, or save $7,600 on a new Sierra Crew Cab. Plus, get the Adams Advantage, a limited lifetime powertrain warranty. We're out to move some metal in May at Adams Buick GMC Truck in Richmond, where
Sid says sell 'em.
At the Joseph A. Bank Memorial Day sale, all suits and sport coats are on sale. Plus, buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free on most everything else in the store. Plus, suit specials for $199. And take an extra 50% off clearance. Only at Joseph A. Bank.
We start the week with a champ on the run.
I'm Buzzy Cohen. I'm a 5-time Jeopardy champion.
How far can he go this week?
I will sting today's competition.
Find out.
I'm buzzing in on Jeopardy.
Wow.
Jeopardy, tonight at 7:30 on WKYT.
Hi, Shane Huffman with Neil Huffman Honda in Frankfort, where today you can lease a brand new 2016 Honda CR-V for just $259 a month. Plus, we're going to back all our deals with our 110% price protection guarantee. That's Neil Huffman Honda in Frankfort. Huffman has it.
Get WKYT news and weather updates on News Radio 630 WLAP.
School is out for summer, and that is what all the kiddos in Fayette County are seeing right now.
And if you saw her at 4 o'clock, these kids were going crazy. Deanne Stevens is out and about at the pool with some students celebrating. Hi, Deanne.
I think I could just give these guys the microphone. I don't even think they need a microphone. It is the first day of what? Summer! The first day of summer to these guys because they just got out of school today, and it's a big old celebration. What do you guys like about summer?
I like swimming.
Swimming?
It's fun.
What's fun about it?
No school.
No school.
No homework.
But you guys have had a great school year, right? You're just ready for a little what? Baseball?
Baseball. Just doing whatever you want to do.
I
like to eat ice cream.
I like to eat ice cream all year round, not just in the summer.
I like when it's warm. You get to stay up until midnight.
Stay up until midnight and eat junk food. Clearly, these kiddos have some serious plans. What's your plan?
I want to eat brownies a lot.
Eat brownies a lot.
And eat more.
And eat more. So they want to eat, they want to sleep, or they want to stay up till midnight. How about you guys go jump in the pool and let me talk to Mom? Woo! Speaking of Mom, hopefully Mom has some plans for this summer. This is a big day for them, but what does that mean for Mom, the one sitting at home going, holy cow, what am I going to do for the next 3 months with them?
It means, is it ready for school time yet? I mean, that is it's a lot of fun. It is just great having the kids home, but of course, we couldn't do it without the pool.
And keeping them busy, right?
Keeping them busy.
Michelle Zachman here is one that puts this big pool party together for the 5th graders. Not every year. You have a 5th grader.
I do.
So you've done it this year. Talk a bit about that and the tradition of after school and the big celebration.
Every year from our school, all the kids, the parents, first of all, get together, plan a party, get this all together so our kids can celebrate the last day of school because, come on, they've earned it, and it's fun to get together with your friends.
It is so much fun to get together, that's for sure. So much fun to celebrate summer, Michelle. Thank you. A big thank you to the kiddos here celebrating. A lot of kids spending some time at the pool the upcoming months, you can imagine. Happy last day of school to those kiddos in Fayette County. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. I'm going to chase down those gummy worms. Back to you guys.
Crazy, crazy fun, Deanne. A dog in California barking for attention, what it can do better than most humans. Ahead on WKYT.
Save even more this Memorial Day weekend at Ashley Home Store. For 4 days only, take up to 25% off your purchase, plus pay no interest for 12 months, or pay no interest for 6 years with no minimum purchase. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Flooring Gallery, your home's best friend.
Make your home memorable this Memorial Day when it's transformed with new flooring. Lexington's largest locally owned flooring expert has a huge selection of in-stock materials at up to 70% off suggested retail. The Flooring Gallery has a huge selection of hardwood, laminate, vinyl, and carpet. Hurry in now through Memorial Day and take advantage of these huge savings and receive 12 months interest-free financing. The Flooring Gallery is your local one-stop shop for all things flooring.
The Flooring Gallery, your home's best friend.
Were you or a family member in an accident that resulted in severe injuries or even death? Was your case questionable as to who was at fault or maybe partially at fault? Did you know that the laws of Kentucky afford you and your family compensation against that person or business that is partially at fault? At Spencer Law Group, we strive to go the extra mile in researching and preparing your case for settlement or trial for cases such as yours. We will fight for the compensation that you and your family deserve.
This Memorial Day weekend, visit Suff's Furniture and Oriental Rugs estate sale. Suff's will liquidate 50 to 75% of our inventory as part of the estate sale of Albert Sandy Suffaletta. All of our inventory in Georgetown must be sold at great savings before this location is sold. But you can save at both the Georgetown and Nicholasville locations. Plus, every night, both stores will be restocked from our warehouses until everything is sold. Our Georgetown store will be sold, but we will continue to serve you at Suff's on Nicholasville Road. Hurry for the best selection of fine furniture at Suff's estate inventory sale.
Thanks for coming today. I want each of you to grab a 2x8 and cut it. You'll have 2 saws to choose from. You all chose the best tool for the job. Wouldn't it make sense to make the same choice when it comes to your truck?
Absolutely.
This is the 2016 Chevy Silverado.
Nice.
A good-looking pickup.
Incredible.
I love it.
Find your tag and get a total value of $9,000 on this Silverado Double Cab All-Star. See your Kentucky Select Chevy dealers.
This week at Ashley Home Store's Memorial Day sale, find your perfect Tempur-Pedic sleep system and pay no interest for 8 full years. Queen mattresses start at less than $18 a month. America's #1 mattress and furniture store. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
We've been talking about these latest rounds of storms and showers coming through, and right now here on Winchester Road, we are hearing that rain come down pretty good.
We don't need a window. We can hear it, Chris. I mean, it was just a few minutes ago it really started.
It really did. Right as that, we were tracking that leading edge of the clouds right on top of the area. So as soon as that passes over top the station, skies would open up. Boom, they decided to open up on us. 67 degrees. Here's that live sky cam. Winds are gusting. This is nothing that is severe, folks. So we're not really worried about severe weather. We've had rain for the past hour and change into Frankfort, 69. Look at Jackson and London, pushing upper 70s to low 80s in a lot of cases outside of this line of showers and thunderstorms. And it is falling apart the farther east that it gets, as expected. It's holding on to a little more strength across southern Kentucky, but over most of the area, it's going to rain for the next hour or two into especially central parts of Kentucky. Given how wet we are and how much rain we picked up earlier in Lexington, more than an inch on the east side of town, just keep an eye on one of those smaller streams and creeks over the next half hour, 45 minutes or so. Let's check on traffic now. Roads are getting wet out there. Here's Officer Don.
Yeah, we have a couple problems, Chris, including a vehicle that has basically struck a building at 7th and Magnolia. As a result, they have a portion of 7th Street shut down near Magnolia with a detour in place. They try to deal with that situation. Bryan Station graduation at Rupp. That's causing some issues for us downtown on High Street and South Broadway as well. Drive times this afternoon, slowing things down toward Winchester on 64. The rain's going to cause that a bit. And Paris Pike still looks okay, in fact, both directions. I'll have you in the studio.
Officer Don, thank you. A new zoo baby in Texas and a dog barking for some attention. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
The Dallas Zoo welcoming a new addition as a baby African elephant was born earlier this month. The zoo just released surveillance footage capturing the first moments with baby and mom. Officials say the little guy is about 3 feet tall. There he is, and is doing everything a baby elephant should do.
Just a little wobbly on the legs there, look like. California's west coast is known for sunshine, wicked waves, and now a skateboarding dog. Check out Bamboo, who can do something a lot of humans can't even do. This amazing dog has an incredible backstory. His mother was a stray who gave birth to a litter of 9 in a cave in the desert. His owner adopted Bamboo from a rescue. He put these puppy paws on a board, and they've been scratching the itch ever since. He is pretty good at it.
Very comfortable, and he's not going slow. I mean, he's zipping. Oh, look at that.
Oh, way to go, Bamboo.
All right. A lot going on with the weather right now. Chris has the latest on that coming up next, so stay with us here on WKYT.